29?
September 29.
Which is very soon, and I'm sure you're very excited to say that.
Yes, we are extremely excited. When we came out with the date, we're so appreciative of all the people who have waited for us over the last couple of years. But we're really excited. It's 27 days away, but who's counting?
Not that she's counting. They literally were up here before we were streaming. They were like 1, 2, 3, 27, 28. Oh my gosh, 27. But it has to be exciting because you guys got to drop that date at E3, if I remember right.
We did, yes.
And I was there in the crowd too, by the way. And when the yellow panned up, and then the demo, and then the whoosh,
so awesome. I know, that is such a surreal moment. You know, we took this game from a 3-man team to, with the scope of, you know, this big to what you're seeing today, and it's a surreal moment to be here right now, physically here too.
Right, and this close to launch. So
yes.
For those who may have lived under, I don't know, a painted rock, we'll say.
Yeah.
What is Cuphead?
Cuphead is a run-and-gun action platformer. It has a heavy focus on boss battles, but it also has some platforming stages as well. The entire game, for those of you guys who might not know, the entire game is hand-drawn on paper with pencil.
This is really important to actually pay attention to, this hand-drawn stuff, because this is the part that blows my mind, because I've seen people make games. I came from the publishing side, so like I've seen them, you know, animate and, you know, add textures, but this is literally hand-painted. Right,
all the backgrounds in the game that you're going to see are custom watercolor paintings, and any given stage or boss level could have up to 10 or 11, 12 different watercolor paintings, and the reason for that is to create like a parallax effect, so the clouds will be moving at different speeds to create a lot of depth and dimension in the game. So on this platforming stage that you're seeing here, the foreground elements are one painting, the logs are another.
I was going to say, how many, I feel like I'm seeing 6 layers here almost.
This one, I'm pretty sure this one has close to 10.
Holy cow. And again, 10 individually hand-painted layers as you shift, because the trees are all moving in different sequences.
Right.
We'll see some clouds maybe a little later.
Yep. Oh, they're coming in now.
There we go, yep. And again, so this is one of the platforming levels specifically.
Yeah, this is the first
People have seen a lot of the boss levels, but this is actually one of the ones where you can navigate. And again, it's 1, 2 player.
Yes. So at launch, it will be couch co-op.
Yep.
You can play solo or you can play with a partner. They both offer different challenges. I probably prefer single player, but the co-op is also fun. Or it's organically maybe a little bit more challenging because you get into a bit of a bullet hell. Sometimes you overlap one another and you're like, oh my gosh, where am I? But that
when you're playing 2 player,
right.
I feel like so with games like this, I always practice. I get really good at the first player, and then I feel like, okay, now I can add a second controller.
Yeah, so you can show up the other person, right, and be like, oh, this is my first time playing too.
Or be a cooperative friend.
Oh, right.
Maya is very competitive. Yeah, we've talked before, and she gets very competitive. Now, a little bit before that, we saw, was that like a mini stage boss he hit with that little tanker?
Yep. Yeah, it's an acorn maker.
Acorn maker.
Yeah, so you'll encounter those every now and again, maybe. But yeah, it's just kind of a mid-stage boss.
And now, those enemies, were those spawning infinitely on those platform levels?
Yeah, so that's a really good point. Here at PAX West, we're seeing a lot of people play the platforming stages for the first time. And one of the things that we've noticed is that you can't clear the screen. The enemies are infinite. They keep coming at you. They keep floating from the ceiling, from the sky. So just shoot and run for your life.
Yeah, it's literally run and gun.
Yeah.
Right. Because different games have taught us different mechanics, I feel like. And definitely as a completionist myself, I've played games where I need to clear the entire screen before I progress any farther.
Yeah, not in this game. You just got to run for your life.
Nice.
So here we're actually
And I'm loving it. Who's this little mustached, like evil Porky Pig looking guy?
Exactly. Oh, but he's adorable. He's a little cutie pie. So James is actually in our shop right now. So by playing the first platforming stage, he's accrued some money to be able to go into the shop.
That's right, because not a lot of people realize it's not just run, gun, and then one type of shooting. You have different shooting mechanics as you can see here.
Yeah, so in the demo here at PAX West, we have, the demo has 3 different weapons and some charms and supers, but in the actual game, there'll be many, many more that you can purchase. But we're keeping that a surprise.
A little bit of a
You'll have
tease
to find out on
September 29th. There you go. We should just keep saying.
Yes.
So by beating those levels, grabbing those coins, you can then go and spend these at these shops. And then, and let's see.
Yeah, so here James is equipping himself with his...
Is that a homing?
That's, yep, so
that's a smoke dash.
Nice.
And then, yep, homing here.
You're going too fast, yeah. So in this demo, there are 3 different weapons. There's a spread shot. It's strong, but it's short range. A medium strength shot is a P shot. And there is a homing weapon, which is weaker, but it comes in handy a lot of the times when you have enemies that are homing towards you, or if you're a new player or something and your aim's not perfectly on, the homing weapon really.
Is that me on day one?
No, I was actually hinting to James.
No, James. But I love that card. If you actually grab that card one more time,
Yep.
yeah, it looks like you have your primary shot, your secondary shot. You got a
Right.
super, which I
Right.
didn't know about when I first played the game.
Yeah, so
That was a little hidden gem that I like. Somebody like from ID and Xbox was like, by the way, you know you have a
use
super.
your super. I know. Yeah. So in the HUD, you'll see little cards slowly come up, and they come up by attacking enemies or the boss, or when you parry throughout the game, which is a really important function. Your cards come up a lot faster, and then when you have 5 spinning and rotating cards, that means you have a full super that you can execute by tapping B.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, because you can only get hit so many times.
Right. Yeah, in the demo we have pre-equipped you with 4 health points, but in the actual game on September 29th, you will have
29th.
3.
I love that. No, I love a challenge. A lot of people are really big fans of games, platforming, boss level stage games that you can really have a challenge for.
Right.
And I think it's important that, that genre is still expanded upon. And I think selfishly, as obviously I'm a fan, I've told you many times, I love the idea that this is bringing a super unique art style, a super unique play style, and also just the time, care, and credit that Studio MDHR took to put into this game really shows. And now
Yeah.
this is a boss battle we're actually watching.
This
all
is
right?
one of the first bosses you'll encounter in the game.
He's like a
And
cute little blueberry.
He is.
With really, really big eyebrows.
Yeah, in the 1930s, that cartoon aesthetic, everything was very dramatic and overdone. So you'll see a lot of that throughout the game that we've gone and captured. But in these earlier bosses and stages, it really helps you master the different techniques and mechanics of the game. So, for example, this one, like I said, is one of the first bosses, and it really makes you use your dash.
There's a
lot.
super.
Yeah, there is a super, and now he is about to enter. You've stunned him a little bit there, and here is the 3rd phase. So James is actually playing in normal mode right now. If he was on simple, he would have had a knockout right then and there.
Okay, so with the different difficulties, we'll also do different stages of bosses.
Right. So we were, from a gameplay perspective, we were inspired by games of the late 80s, early 90s. Those really challenging, difficult games, Gunstar Heroes, Contra. You'll see a lot of that reflected in here. But we have incorporated some modern nods.
Good job, James. By the way,
Good job.
I'm so proud of myself
while we're
right
over
now.
here talking and nerding out, James is like sweating
Did you
it.
guys see that? Mom, where's my mom?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, so
Mom was
excited.
watching. Mom was watching.
Yes.
So, yeah, we have incorporated some modern nods to make it fair.
Okay.
So there is a simple and a normal mode that you can enter into at the beginning of each stage or boss level rather.
Yeah.
And then if you beat the entire game on normal, we unlock New Game Plus. So that's for you.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's finely tuned for elite players.
Okay.
It's a really good challenge.
All right. I don't know if I'm James Elite, but
Yeah. I'll get there. Okay.
you tune in and watch my streams. Because this is definitely a game I'm going to be
Oh
streaming.
my, of course, we're huge
Yes.
fans.
Now, it looked like there was a bit of a review screen after you beat that stage boss
There
as
was,
well, like almost
so-
like a grade scale.
Yeah, so what's really great about it is when you are playing in single mode like this, you still have a little bit of competition against yourself. So you get a grade at the end of every level. And it's based on a number of different factors, and they're weighted accordingly. So for instance, if James had completed the level with more health points, or used his parry functionality a lot more, or used his super more, it all would have contributed to a final grade.
So the final grade can be
Actually,
basically.
I got a B-, which I'm pretty proud
No,
of.
you
You're just
should take
spamming
it, take
the
it.
spamming the homing missile button. I like the idea that it rewards you for shaking up your play style, because ideally, if you want to be a stronger player at this game, you want to really, because I can tell you right now, there's gonna be a lot of time trial people who
Yeah.
are like trying to beat this in like so many times.
It would be a dream come true if somebody would speedrun this.
Like a speed
so
run?
there is my call to action.
Yeah.
Gauntlet
Who is
throw.
gonna speedrun
Who's
this?
gonna be the first person to set the speed running record? James.
James,
It'd probably be me.
no
Yeah.
pressure.
I'll get in early on the 29th and make the
Oh,
top
sorry,
of
what day, James?
the 29th.
There we
September
go.
29th.
I didn't know. I might have forgot the day. So
No worries.
now this is actually like a World 2. Not many people
Yeah.
have seen World 2.
Right, so for the purpose of this demo, we've unlocked all of World 1 or 2. We've
There's
kept
all this,
some
I haven't seen some of this stuff.
stages on lockdown just for a little bit of element of surprise for the people attending. But James is now in World 2.
And you even see like little interactive.
Right,
players, too.
yeah, so it is an interactive overworld. So we have some NPCs, some non-playable characters. They offer up some hints, tips, tricks. There might be some hidden Easter eggs.
This is gorgeous. I want this like on a mural on my wall. Like, please sell art. Like, sell all your art, please.
Yes.
Like, it's very important. Like, because this is gorgeous. I would put this in my office.
Thanks.
Yes.
Well, we'll paint a mural for you.
There we go.
How about that?
Can you put a little Cuphead Stein with her with a little beard?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Not that you guys aren't busy already, like trying to launch a game.
Yeah, we got lots of time. Yeah.
Right. And actually, it's worth pointing out, you're an artist on the game.
I am. I'm one of the artists on the
You're
team.
also an artist and a producer, I think.
Producer, yeah.
So not only are you helping ship the game, but you actually, some of this is your hand drawn.
Yeah, well, I actually inked the entire game, which was...
Wow. Oh, whoa, hold on.
I know, I'm trying to focus on this.
I've never seen this level.
Right, so this is one of the platforming stage from the second world.
Holy cow.
And
y'all ain't messing
it's
around.
interesting. So duck the duck. Get
All
it?
right, yeah.
Literally, you get a duck.
You gotta duck the duck, yeah. And then when you see the antic of the honk honk, that means the car train's coming in. The only way to avoid that is to parry these pink cards. It will flip you to the ceiling, but the
So it
interesting
flips the
thing,
gravity.
right, is that your controls also flip. So now it's down to jump when you're up there.
Oh, you just flipped my brain upside down a little bit.
Gotta keep you on your toes. I
And
heard this game is too easy.
And now this is like a mini boss at the end of
Right.
the platforming level.
In the middle of it, yeah. So
Nice.
I don't want to ruin anything. Like, James, you got to get through it. There you go. Yeah, this is kind of like a different phase to that platforming stage.
Yeah, and I don't think many people have seen this actually. And this is some of the content that people are getting to, maybe not this level specifically, but some of the content people are actually getting
Yeah,
here at PAX.
exactly. It's unlocked, but this is probably the first time that we're seeing it
This is
on any
I did on this one.
Mom,
Jason,
look away.
oh my gosh.
Look away, Mom. And you only got halfway through that level, too. Ooh.
What do you
That
think?
was pretty good, though.
I want to see that one more time.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I said,
It's like, oh, crap.
the worlds are unlocked, so James would have been primed by the time he got to this by really mastering different mechanics and things like that. But throwing him right into
I
it
was
is
just
not
gonna ask, like,
fair.
I'm guessing, and again, correct, I don't want to go into any territory we're not ready to talk about, but it sounds like there's some progression unlocks as
Oh.
well. So you get to World 1, because there's some basic core mechanics you need to teach the player,
Absolutely.
and then, like, maybe a new shot is unlocked. Well, now you need to teach them how to use that new shot to the
Exactly.
best of its
So by
ability.
the time you would naturally get to this stage, you will have been parrying your way the entire time. You'd be dashing, you'd be jumping, you'd be attacking.
You'd be doing this in your sleep.
You'd be a professional by now, yeah.
Do we need to do, like, an up, down, right, infinite health move
Yeah,
on
exactly.
the dev kit? Some of the responses I'm really curious to hear about. So the fans are getting a chance to play it.
They
They're
are.
getting their hands on. And this is why I love PAX, by the way. It's not media. It's not, I mean, there is media elements, but it's not about the media. It's
Right.
not about the commercial. It's just about fans who would actually buy the game and play the game.
Which has been, I don't mean to geek out here or
No,
be
we're
like,
allowed on the stage to geek.
Okay, good. This
Geek-free
is like
zone.
geek. Okay, good. It has been so incredible, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who's waited in the queue, who's it's mind blowing. I've been ball and chain to my desk for the last few years, so to be here in this conference center right now is like so surreal, and I'm like really excited. Can you tell?
On behalf of Xbox fans, yeah, she's like literally, on behalf of Xbox fans, just personally, thank you. This game is gorgeous. You guys have done some amazing work on this, and we're not done yet. I just want to say, like, holy cow, thank you.
The feeling is very mutual there. The entire team has just been overwhelmed with the response and the support that we've got from everybody. That
Oh, now you're in a plane.
it really made 15-hour days, 7 days a week, well worth it.
And this started out small too. Like
It
you were
did.
saying,
We were-
like 2 or 3 people.
3 people, yeah. So there was the 2 creators, they're brothers, out of Canada, and then 1 developer. And then I joined on shortly thereafter. And then we progressively scaled up. We didn't think there would be an appetite for.
Really?
We didn't know. We were all in
You
totally
thought this was
separate
a little bit of
industries.
a niche thing.
Exactly. That's exactly what we thought. So we were like, you know what? Let's make this 8-boss Mega Man style select screen game. See what happens. Throw it out there, and it just after the reception that we received at our first E3, where we showed some clips in the montage, we saw that there might be some appetite out there. So we took
People
a
couldn't
shot.
stop. I couldn't shut up talking about it, and I know a lot of fans couldn't shut up either talking about it.
It blew us away. We were just like, what's going on, So I think at that point we said, you know what, let's go big or go home. We didn't want to be in retirement one day and thinking coulda, shoulda, woulda. So we went all in. We quit our jobs and
Doubled down, made
Doubled
it bigger,
down.
made it better.
much bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I think a lot of the fans in the beginning were like. We're like, wait a minute, I heard about Cuphead, now I haven't
Right.
heard about it. It's like, you guys really were like, no, well, based on your response, we want to make the game
Yeah.
that you guys are loving and you guys are seeing and excited
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, absolutely. Like last year when we had to do that delay, it was a decision that we felt poorly about. Like we felt really bad because people were looking forward to it, but it wasn't a hard decision.
No,
we wanted to remain true to our vision and deliver the game. We had one shot at doing this, and we wanted to make it right. So it wasn't too hard to make that call.
At the end of the day, I'm always a big fan of. I always tell any developer I ever talk to, or anytime I see them online, I'm like, please take the time to make the best
I know,
game
we're so
that
thankful
you
for that.
are proud and excited about. And I know Microsoft's been a partner with you guys to help
They've been
make sure this is super
supportive.
optimized.
Absolutely.
And I know those decisions aren't easy to make, but
Yeah.
again, when it comes down to it, I think the cake speaks for itself that you guys have baked. So
Really?
it is so literally right. It is so exciting. And I bought merch last night, by the way.
Oh, did you? Oh,
I bought
actually,
the
I'm
shirts.
bearing gifts for you.
No, you didn't. No, you
I did
didn't.
a custom.
You steal that from Larry?
I stole it from Major Nelson. Here you go,
Really?
just for you.
Thank you so much. Do you see this? They probably can't zoom in on it, but
Probably not.
this is, and some people are getting these here, I think, if they go to Major Nelson.
Yeah, at 3 p.m. today.
So, on behalf of Nerds Everywhere, make more merch.
Yeah, no, we
I want reasons to throw money.
for now we've been just focusing on
Of-
this game, but I'm
of
sure
course.
at the end of the month there'll be lots of fun things.
And speaking of merch, actually, I know we can't hear it, the very loud upstage, very hustle and bustle, but it's really worth pointing out the sound of this game, the
Oh my gosh.
soundtrack. I've heard you guys talk briefly about it, but maybe share some of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's nearly 3 hours of custom composed jazz music in this game using a 10-piece big band, a 13-piece ragtime ensemble, a barbershop quartet, a solo pianist, and a tap dancer.
So you literally didn't leave anything out.
Nothing. We wanted to remain as authentic as possible to the era, did everything by... That's okay.
Yay.
Look
Were you- how close were you?
So close.
There.
So
Was
close.
that the last phase?
That was, yep.
I love that the bird is like dead and dying, and like I haven't seen
And
any
you're
of
still
this.
having to attack it.
Right?
No, you're doing really good.
Do the interview. Let's just sit here and just watch.
So yeah, the composer was a childhood friend that we grew up with, and he's the lead percussionist for the National Ballet, and he did it for us, which we're so grateful for. Christopher Madigan, we love you.
Yes. please. Thank
It
you.
is
Yes.
a great soundtrack. So it's available right now on a special edition vinyl, but it'll
Oh,
also
I
be
saw
available
that. It's like gold and
digitally.
brown. It's like
Right.
super like old
Yeah,
classic.
it looks really cool.
Yeah, I think you guys did with that with I Am 8-Bit. It looks,
Yes.
looks
Yeah.
so nice.
Right.
Again, this is just gorgeous. And who's this wonderful lady here?
This is Baroness von Bonbon. So this is
wait,
another
hold
boss.
on. It's who?
Baroness von Bonbon.
Von
She's very
Bonbon.
posh.
I feel like you guys are just sitting around on a Skype call, drinking your morning
You
coffee.
don't even want to know how
And-
we get to those ideas.
And someone's like, I mean a bonbon.
Yeah, this
Baroness
is not
von
rated, is
Bonbon.
it? No.
Yeah. I don't know what we're
Okay,
rated
we'll,
right
we'll,
now.
we'll leave that
Fair enough.
conversation. Yeah, so this is the Baroness.
Oh, she got an angry
looks
cupcake
cute.
friend.
Yeah, he is not very happy.
It looks like she's hiding in her castle. And
This
again,
is actually a great stage where James is using his homing weapon because that cupcake will chase you, and so he doesn't have to perfectly aim at any time, and it's a really good time to use that.
I bet you all see lots of gamers when they're doing these speed runs and they're doing these challenges with their friends. Also, there's another layer there of challenges of difficulties with shooting mechanics. I'll be like, yeah, but
Yeah.
did you beat Bonbon with
With
just
only your spread
Yeah.
shot.
your spread
I
shot?
know. Let's see it. Call to action.
Like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of gauntlets being thrown.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to use homing shot for a while until I feel confident. But again, these are many, many stages. You
Yeah.
haven't revealed how many worlds yet, but you guys are kind of keeping that.
Well, there
wraps.
are four.
Oh, have you?
Four overworlds, yeah.
Okay.
But they are not in this demo. That is definitely under
you gotta
wraps.
buy- you gotta buy the
Right?
game to see
yeah,
those worlds.
Exactly. On what? Sorry, what day, Josh?
September 29th.
9.
And we're in September. Last time we talked, we weren't in September yet.
I know. So the days are just. It's a really crazy.
So let's talk September 30th.
Oh my gosh.
What happened September 30th for
Sleep.
Maya? Maya's like, I have not slept
Yeah.
3
Lots of
years,
sleep.
7 days, 14
maybe
hours.
some massages on my wrist.
Right,
Yeah.
I love that. This is a gorgeous game. And James from the ID at Xbox team, also thank you for throwing the gauntlet here, but
No.
kudos to the ID at Xbox team for working with these guys on this
Absolutely.
It's been a
gem.
pleasure.
The
We're
most
excited.
supportive
We're excited.
team of all time. James, I keep saying he's our unsung hero because he's always on the back end making things happen. And
This
he's
makes
just
my
like
job fun. Like this
the
is
best
awesome.
account manager.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the ID program. I think you guys have brought some great titles in the
Right.
past, and you guys are working to bring great titles here, finding these diamonds in the rough, so to speak, that already exist out there, and
Yeah.
that fans want to
Bring the
experience.
games. Like, this is exciting when we get to work with developers like MDHR. Like, you guys are amazing, and there's so many awesome developers. This game is so much fun. This makes my job fun to be able to play awesome content like this. This is a lot of fun.
James has the easiest job up here, and the hardest job. Mine is criticism.
Having to sit next to me while playing the game.
But I do thank you guys for joining up. I know you guys have
Yeah.
Major Nelson's panel to get to, actually.
Yeah,
It's a
we
big
do it.
deal. You guys are the special guests, so which is going to be huge.
So excited.
No pressure, by the way. No, it's going to be great. James, thanks for coming up here and
Thanks
playing
for
the
having
demo.
me.
Maya,
Thank you.
it's always
Thank
a
you
wonderful
so much.
pleasure having you on
Thank
stage.
you so much.
Thank you for the
I got
pen. I'm
you.
going to now hide this and lock this away because my boss, he's a big fan. He might try to steal it.
Yeah, no, hide them for
But
sure.
this is Cuphead. It is coming.
September 29th.
There we
Yeah.
go.
We're
That
very
is great.
excited. Xbox, Windows 10, and Steam.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for watching this segment. We've got plenty more segments and shows here from PAX, so stay tuned.